of the most important things for tight-fitting hand-cut joinery is properly laying out and marking your joints before the saw or the chisel ever hits the wood. One of the easiest ways I know to do that is being very thorough in marking every line of your joinery. For instance, I want to cut a piece of poplar here. This is a drawer back to the exact width of my drawer front. I'll line up my drawer front on the wood here, and I'll use my knife to scribe across the face. Now I've got the length determined here, but in order to get a really accurate cut, I'll saw it at the bench hook here, but I want to make sure that I've got a square cut, but also square or plumb across the edge. The best way I know to do that is to transfer that marking line all the way around the board on all four sides. That way, if your saw cuts a little bit off, you can always go back with a plane and plane down to that marking line. And since you've got it marked all the way around the board, you can check on all four edges and make sure you're at that line. When you're at the line, if you've marked it out properly, you know you've got a square and plumb cut. So here's how we do that. First face was easy. But the key is, when you come in and mark that face, I'll always start on the edge and lean into the edge a little bit and score the corner. And for that matter, when I come around to the very end, I'll score the corner there as well. So you've got this little tiny divot in each corner. Then you can just flip the board up on its side, and using something like a saddle square or even just a regular old square, you drop the knife in that little divot you just created. Bring your square up to it. Now you can mark across the edge, knowing that you're directly in line. Now again, I'll lean into that corner and put a little divot into the corner. Come down onto the face, set my knife in that divot, slide the square up to it, and I'll mark the opposite face. Now, the good news is with a knife line is if you move your square away or something like I just did, you can always just set your knife back into that line, move your square up to it. Now here we go. We're going to come in, lean into the quarter again, set the knife, move the square, and if you've done it right, the original divot you made on that edge will line up. And now you know that you're perfectly in line all the way around the joint, and you've got a well laid out, ready to be cut and planed to surface. Hell yeah.